Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at one-step flip changer Skullcruncher from the Transformers Earthspark line from Hasbro. So again, I don't know that Skullcruncher actually shows up in the show, much like Prowl that we took a look at yesterday. But this is a very interesting looking one-step changer and I had to pick it up. I saw this at my local Target today and I just decided to go for it. They're about $10 a piece, which I felt like was pretty reasonable. I don't know, the colors on them and everything just look pretty cool. Plus, who doesn't love a giant mechanical alligator? You see the standard open packaging here, just kind of tied onto the card. All of this area down here is just empty. I'm assuming if there is instructions, they're probably just here on the back. I don't even know if it comes with an instruction sheet or anything. I don't think you really need one, but yeah, just kind of fold them up, hit the button, boom, we have a robot. So I'm going to go ahead, get him out of the packaging here, and we'll take a closer look. So here is Skullcruncher out of the packaging. Some pretty nice paint here on the top of the head of the croc as well as for the eyes. I do wish that the mouth opened and closed, but unfortunately it does not, but they've molded some teeth in there, which is kind of nice. Also, the croc legs are just molded into the side. Would have been nice if they had maybe a little bit of silver paint or something on here just to make them pop a little bit. It does have a tail, so you have to bring this around, and you can see that there's a little notch, and that just clips on and snaps in pretty audibly. But yeah, I mean, this piece moves just because of how it transforms. I wish that kind of stayed a little bit more snug. But other than that, he is a crocodile, kind of some nice molded in detail. And I do like how on the underneath piece here, they've kind of molded in some of the ridges of the croc. I think that's kind of nice. So to transform him, you have to unclick the tail because otherwise the legs won't be able to separate, and then just bring that back in on the side. Let me zoom out here a little bit. And then very similar to how Wheeljack or Bumblebee work, where you kind of pop this open and then it comes around and clicks into place. And there is your robot mode. Again, wish this piece stayed a little bit more secure, but just kind of flops around. I do really appreciate the paint though. I think making all this this nice metallic silver paint really breaks up the robot mode, makes the legs feel like they are legs. Then you have the thigh and the crotch area being this nice silver, and some nice paint up here as well, a little bit more silver, some red here. And I think the head sculpt actually works pretty well. You have some nice paint here on the head and the crest. The face is nicely painted. The eyes look really good. You have some paint here on the arms. Now I'm assuming that the arms are done completely in this green plastic and then they were painted this kind of maroon color. Doesn't quite match the plastic because it has to be a little darker to cover the green, but I think it works. Only articulation is having the arms out to the side, and that's just because they need to do that for the transformation. But that's the only articulation you get, aside from the thighs jumping out to attack you, because again, they don't really stay pegged in. But just to kind of show you, so here is the one-step changer Wheeljack, and it operates very similarly, where that just kind of pops around. The legs clip together. They both have this chest piece that kind of wiggles there, and they both have those arms that kind of go out to the side. So it's very similar principle. And then you just... Oh, Wheeljack never likes to transform for me. Come on. There he goes. He has the button here on the back. Skullcruncher is no different. Buttons right here. Skullcruncher, I think, works a little bit better. So if we knock him back, he transforms a little bit better. I think it works pretty well. And then you would just have to manually pop the tail back out and click that into place. So yeah, you know, if I was going to get an Energon Skullcruncher, I would love, not Energon, sorry, Earthspark. I would love for him to get a deluxe. I feel like this is such a random character to keep showing up in fiction. He was in Cyberverse. Don't think he transformed in Cyberverse, if I remember correctly. And now just to have him in the Earthspark line, we've seen him in the Cyberverse line. Now the Cyberverse toy did transform, and that was kind of, I think it was an Ultra class. That was actually a pretty decent figure. But I'd love for him to get like a nice deluxe. Now I know he did back in Titan's Return because of course Skullcruncher in G1 was a headmaster. They've kind of removed that from him and just made him a random Decepticon. But I mean, he's a big mechanical alligator. What's not to love? And I do think that the one-step change on this works pretty well. Like the legs click together really easily. I think the paint applications look good. I like the head. You know, the silver here really breaks up the body and kind of pronounces the legs, which I think works really well. And then he does transform pretty well. He actually snaps around, and I think that's fun. So then you just have to manually click that tail back in. So yeah, I mean, probably one of the more successful one-step changers, but you know, they pretty much lose all articulation because of the gimmick. But if you just want a cool little, you know, mechanical croc or alligator desk toy, I think this could definitely be something that's kind of fun to just play with over and over again, almost like a fidget toy, just to spin him around, knock him back, and he really does transform with some gusto. So I like this one. Like I said, about $10, found him at Target. I do wish, even if just the arms could swing forward, because it looks like they could probably hold accessories from other releases. So it would be nice if I could just you know, put a little joint here where I could spin this forward, and that's all I would really need. I don't expect the legs or anything else to move, but if I could just move the arms forward, that would really be cool. But other than that, I think this guy is pretty cool. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching. Yeah.